Hi. Today I want to talk about the importance of securing an early filing date. In patent law, the first inventor to file an application for an invention is the person to get the patent. The filing date also determines what prior art can be cited against an application. So, let's say you and your neighbor both, completely independently, come up with the same invention. If he files a patent application before you do, he'll get the patent. It doesn't matter if you had the idea a year before him or if you have a warehouse of your product ready to ship. If he files first, he gets the patent. If the two of you have different ideas, things can still go poorly. Let's say the neighbor's idea is for tuna salad. Stupid example, I know, but roll with it. He files the application and gets a patent. You hate tuna but you're hungry and make a sandwich with canned salmon and you decide to patent it. Canned salmon is different than canned tuna, so the tuna patent isn't a direct problem and you should be able to get a patent. But let's say just before you file, someone publishes a recipe for tuna noodle casserole and says you can use salmon if that's what you have. Now we've got trouble. Even though tuna isn't salmon and a sandwich isn't a casserole, assuming the examiner finds that recipe, we're going to get a rejection for being obvious. The examiner is going to say that it was known that salmon was a suitable substitute for tuna. So even though the tuna salad patent itself doesn't knock out our salmon patent, someone familiar with the field would have appreciated that salmon could substitute for the tuna in the salad. I always point out to my clients that we don't know who is working on the same problem or when they will be ready to patent. So it's in our interest to file as early as we can. Our filing date determines what counts as prior art. In the first example where we had the idea first, if we had filed a provisional application earlier, we wouldn't have to worry about the neighbor's invention of the same thing. Same with the second example. If we moved faster on the salmon salad patent, the casserole recipe couldn't be cited against us. In patents, like so many things, the early bird gets the worm. This is a big reason why I like filing provisional applications for people. They're easier to write and get on file, but they still secure a filing date, meaning we're able to reach back to that date as long as we file a full non-provisional application within a year. Ideally, we file a provisional application as soon as possible, before sales, before manufacturing, even before a first prototype. I'll talk more about provisional applications in another post. Secure your filing date first, or the rest of development might not matter. Let me know if you have any questions or if you are ready to get started on protecting your invention.